Well, welcome back to today's video. As you can see, I'm in the same outfit as I was in before because I'm filming multiple videos. As I said in the last video that you've seen, I'm filming multiple videos today because I have time off and this month is kind of hectic, so I have to pre-film. So as you can read by the title, this is going to be my March TBR slash hopefuls because I know I'm probably not going to read all of these. I hope I do, but I can guarantee you I probably won't. But anyways, let's start off. Oh, actually, let's count how many books are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Okay. Oh, let's set those down. First book I'm already reading. It's called Dom & Becca. It's by Willow Winters, and it's part of her Discreet series. It doesn't really have a description, and my iPad is dead. I do know that these are smut. These are in that category. Ooh, these are in that category. They are, there's I guess a long series. There's like a lot of books. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. But this is the first book. So, I hate the covers like this because it has marks all over it. But I'm on page 80 and it has 228 pages. So I should finish it within the next 2 days, probably today, maybe, I don't know. Second book I hope to read, which this is actually the second book. This is the next book I'm going to start. This is The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa. And, oh, didn't read the description. You are cordially invited to witness the worst best man get what he deserves. A wedding planner left at the altar? Yeah. The irony isn't lost on Carolina Santos either. But despite that embarrassing blip from her past, Lena's offered an opportunity that can change her life. There's just one hitch. She has to collaborate with... Why is this one so long and this one is right here? I pulled the wrong piece out. That's fine. Either way. Let me not get sidetracked because this is going to take a little long. There's just one hitch. She has to collaborate with the best, make that the worst man from her own failed nuptials. Marketing expert Max Hartley is determined to make his mark with a coveted hotel client looking to expand its brand, but then he learns he'll be working with his brother's whip-smart, stunning, absolutely off-limits ex-fiancée, and she loathes him. If they can nail their presentation without killing each other, they'll both come out ahead, except Max has been publicly enemy number one ever since he encouraged his brother to joke the bride, and Lena's ready to dish out a little payback of her own. Soon, Lena and Max discover animosity may not be the only emotion creating sparks between them. Still, the star-crossed couple can never be more than temporary playmates because Lena isn't interested in falling in love and Max refuses to play runner-up to his brother ever again. Does that not sound good? Like, sometimes I pick the stuff up by the cover, but this was not by the cover. This was by the description on the back. So, and the cover's cute. I love the cover. And then it has my little Mickey Mouse bookmark on the first page. I said I was going to read this book last month and did not. I think I said I was going to read that last month too and didn't. And the first one I'm reading now. But like I told y'all, it's Lent season. I work at a fish place and it's busy, so I haven't had the time. But this is Crave by Tracy Wolf. Praying that I read this month. Y'all can see yourselves right there. Hey. Y'all are just sitting on the windowsill. But, oh, random fact about me. I hate hardcovers. And I especially hate hardcovers with the thing that comes off like this. Like, why would you even do that? Why is that created like that? Why can't I get a nice cover like the paperbacks? And why do some books only come in hardcover? I don't want that. I can't. I really do not like them. But this was gifted to me. And it says, my whole world changed when I stepped inside the academy. Nothing is right about this place or the other students in it. Here I am, a mere mortal among gods of monsters. I still can't decide which of these wearing factors I belong to, if I belong at all. I only know the one thing that unites them is their hatred of me. Then there's Jackson Vega, a vampire with deadly secrets who hasn't felt anything for 100 years, but there's something about him that calls to me, something broken in him that somehow fits with what's broken in me, which could spell death for us all. Because Jackson walled himself off for a reason, and now someone wants to wake a sleeping monster, and I'm wondering if I was brought here intentionally as the bait. I didn't know this was a vampire series at first, but you can't tell me that the flowers and stuff on the cover and they're cute. So I was like, and I've heard good things about it, so let's read it. And so I put it on my wish list, and someone bought it for me. The next two books are Colleen Hoover books. This one, everybody is in love with this book, and It Ends With Us, but It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover, and it says, before it ends with us, it started with Atlas. Lily and Rao have just settled into a civil co-parenting rhythm with their daughter Emerson. When Lily suddenly runs into Atlas nearly 2 years after they last spoke, elated that the timing finally seems to be right to give what they have together a real chance. Atlas asks Lily on a date, but Lily's excitement is almost immediately replaced by dread and anxiety when Lily remembers that Rao, though no longer her husband, is still very much part of her life, and though Rao would dislike Lily dating anyone but him, Atlas Corrigan is the one man he absolutely will not stand having in his ex-wife and daughter's lives. Told from the perspectives of Lily and Atlas, It Starts With Us gives readers a deep look into Atlas's past as he and Lily reconnect and rekindle the love they shared as teenagers while navigating a volatile ex-husband who believes Atlas to be one of the reasons his marriage with Lily ended. It Starts With Us picks up right where the epilogue of The Glorious and Touching It Ends With Us left off, giving readers the exhilarating sequel to Colleen's best-selling phenomenon they have been begging for. I have liked most of the Coho books I've read so far, and I really liked It Ends With Us, so I'm hoping I like It Starts With Us. The next book is Ugly Love, which I've heard a lot of good things about. Come on now. Ugly Love, which I've heard a lot of good things about. Like I said, it's by Colleen Hoover too, and it says it's not exactly love at first sight for Tate Collins when she meets the tormented and secretive Miles Archer. They wouldn't even go so far as to consider themselves friends. The only thing Tate and Miles have in common is a mutual physical attraction that can't be denied. Once their desires are out in the open, they realize they might have stumbled on the perfect no-strings arrangement. He isn't looking for love, and she doesn't have time for it. So that leaves just the sex. What they've got could be surprisingly satisfying, as long as Tate can stick to the two rules. Miles has for her, never ask about the past, don't expect the future. They think they can handle it, but everything is different when real emotion starts to change the equation. Hearts get infiltrated, promises get broken, rules get shattered, love gets ugly. Okay. Then the next one, I want these physical copies of a lot of the books that I've read. So this one, even though it is a library book, I still want the physical copy. But this is Blood Like Magic. You can't even see the illustrations because it's so bright over here. But this is Blood Like Magic by Lascelles Sandbury. And it says, after years of waiting for her calling, a trial every witch must pass in order to come into their powers, the one thing Voya Thomas didn't expect was to fail. When Voya's ancestor gives her an unprecedented second chance to complete her calling, she agrees and is horrified when her task is to kill her first love. Whoa, I did not know that was the description of this book. I just saw a recommendation and I love the cover. And I think this is a Black author. Yeah. And so I was like, ooh, let me support. So hopefully I like this book. But anyways, it sounds good. And this time, failure means every Thomas wish will be stripped of their magic. Voya is determined to save her family's magic no matter the cost. The problem is Voya has never been in love, so for her to succeed, she'll first have to find the perfect guy and fast. Fortunately, a genetic matchmaking program has just hit the market. Her plan is to join the program, fall in love, and complete her task before the deadline. What she doesn't count on is being paired with the infuriating Luke. How can she fall in love with a guy who seemingly wants nothing to do with her? With mounting pressure from her family, Voya is caught between her morality and her duty to her bloodline. If she wants to save their heritage and Luke, she'll have to find something her ancestors want more than blood. And in witchcraft, blood is everything. No witchcraft for me. I just like to read about these things because they're interesting. This is another library book that I'll probably, if I like it, I'll get the physical copy. This is On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. Same person who wrote Concrete Rose and The Hate You Give. I read The Hate You Give. I didn't read Concrete Rose, but I will eventually get to that one. This one says 16-year-old Bree wants to be one of the greatest rappers of all time, or at least win her first battle as the daughter of an underground hip-hop legend who died right before he hit big. Bree's got massive shoes to fill, but it's hard to get your come up when you're labeled a hoodlum at school and your fridge at home is empty after your mom loses her job. So Bree pours her anger and frustration into her first song, which goes viral for all the wrong reasons. Bree soon finds herself at the center of a controversy portrayed by the media as more menace than MC, but with an eviction notice staring her Sorry, I just got a random tag. With an eviction notice staring her family down, Bree doesn't just want to make it, she has to, even if it means becoming the very thing the public has made her out to be. Insightful, unflinching, and full of heart, On the Come Up is an ode to hip-hop from one of the most influential literary voices of a generation. It is the story of fighting for your dreams, even as the odds are stacked against you, and about how, especially for young Black people, freedom of speech isn't always free. I can't wait to read it. And then, those are not in the order that I'm going to read them either. I use a random wheel spinner to pick which book I'm going to read next because I can never decide. I would be stuck for 5 days trying to figure out which book I'm going to read next. Like how I pick those, I go to my TBR bookshelf. I randomly close my eyes and touch. And the first 8 books are the books I grab. So, because I have to get through my TBR this year. This is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, I think it is. But it says, in school, we learned about the world before ours, about the angels and goats. Y'all, please look at what that really says and what I said. Goats, please be for real. It says about the angels and gods that lived in the sky, ruling the earth with kind and loving hands. Some say those are just stories, but I don't believe that. The gods rule us still. They have come down from the stars, and they are no longer kind. And those are the books I want to read for this month. I'm almost done with one, and then I'm going to start The Worst Best Man. And hopefully, I'll read at least 4 books this month. I always want to read one more book than I read the month before, so... or at least the same amount. So hopefully I read 3 books. If I don't, that's fine, but that's my goal. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go enjoy my Chipotle, and then I'm gonna film another video. Bye.